Well, what a great question from Christopher. Helping new users get acquainted with the platform. It looks like it took you a long time to get people acquainted with Microsoft Teams, but you loathe it and you want to try something new, maybe something like Butter. And how do you get people acquainted to that? In my virtual facilitator training, I talk a lot about different virtual engagement tools. And hang on, I need to start our clock. One thing that I've been saying for the last year is currently we're still in the time where an organization would say, we only use Microsoft Teams, we only use Zoom. What can you do with that? I hope that in the next few months, maybe in the next year, will be hopefully organizations as well as everybody else will be understanding that we always should start with the purpose of this experience, the purpose of this meeting. If we figure out what the purpose is, what we want to get accomplished, the feelings we want to evoke in the participants, then we can choose the right platform and the right tool for that. So one of the things that I would do if you're trying something new is find ways how you can gamify teaching the software. Things that I do in Zoom, if I want to teach people where the camera on and off button is, we'll do things like show yourself, like turn your camera on if you had coffee this morning, turn your camera on if you have a pet. Those types of things. Think of maybe even some very simple tools that you want to introduce at a time, because again, learning curve really plays into how well people can use a platform. And if you have a group that you're working with on an ongoing basis, it kind of makes sense to teach them a new tool if that aligns more with the purpose, but do it slowly. Like take the first few sessions to just get used with the platform rather than asking them to use all of the features at once. Even thinking of something like Butter, like let them play around with the sound effects for one session. That will be the one thing that you'll focus on. So next time you need to use that for a more serious activity, although curious what the serious activity with sound effects would be, then they're able to use it. And same thing with, let's say, the Miro board. Like let them play around with it once to just move around a couple of stickies, add a little bit of text, learn how to zoom in and out. And then the next time, that's when you're actually going to use it to create something around brainstorming or creative design thinking, whatever the session is about.